All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. To return it is Corey Grant. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. 62 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Schmidt. And right away, he lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw on 2nd down, Schmidt, and his throw is going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, You just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Schmidt. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 40. And all the way down to the 35. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 54 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Leopard! Leopard!
1st down, here's the run with Peterson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Set!
Off play action. Schmidt. Now flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Schmidt. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. A really nice catch, but bottom line, that should have gone for more yardage.
Give him a pass in the flat that allows him to get upfield. There's plenty of distance between him and all the defenders. Actually cost himself some yardage there. Yeah, they got the completion, but it could have been so much more.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. But he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Now a handoff to Yeldon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this 1st quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now out come the Steelers. They start the drive with Peterson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schmidt. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Looking to throw. Schmidt. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 60 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Now the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. A good pickup there, a 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Detroit. Detroit.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding some room at midfield. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 All right, here we go. Boom! Landed!
They're going to look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dante Moncrief, 33 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. Shifts by him. And now running right through it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And his throw here's incomplete. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
On 1st and 10, Schmidt being chased out left. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Set! Boom! Landed!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Schmidt, now they go screen, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This one taken from the 7th. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
To throw on second down, Schmidt. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. They give it to Peterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Looking to throw on second down. Schmidt. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And this will be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Throwing again. Schmidt. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Throwing on first down. Schmidt. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
From the gun, Schmidt. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Set. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They run again on first down. Peterson. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now a run with Peterson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
To throw on 2nd down. Schmidt. That's complete right around the 8. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They come out here in the eye.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
It's a quarterback sneak. And able to follow his center and pick up the 1st. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Leopard. Leopard. Hot.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 48 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. He'll get it up the middle, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll start out on the ground as T.J. Yeldon found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Room to run past midfield. And connecting here with D.J. Shark. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Following the fumble recovery, Schmidt. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Gone!
They'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
Lucky 56. Gone!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right, with this deficit, this stage of the... And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
It seems like they've been running uphill all game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
All right, partner, this is where I get to show my age. Because I remember when the strip sack kind of came into vogue, where defenders were taught not just to make the tackle, but do that little extra, try and jostle the arm of the runner and knock it free. And that's what we just saw there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Dante Moncrief saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Jaguars.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 30.
They'll look to throw. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not